So let me start by saying a very warm welcome to you all. We are here today to look at the ultimate 6 face yoga tips to lift your neck and your lower face. So throughout today's masterclass, which is going to be about 90 minutes, you are really taking a little bit of time for you for some self-care. So just remember, work to your own level with everything. Everything should feel comfortable for you, for your face, and in your mind, body, and soul as well. Ideally, once we get going with the face yoga in a bit, you'll want clean hands, apply a little bit of something to your face, just so you've got that little bit of glide. I'm, of course, using my Fusion by Danielle Collins moisturizing serum. If you've got that, use that. If not, some oil or some moisturizer, to just have that to hand for later on. And I feel so blessed to be here with you today. And just to say, if you're joining me live here, welcome. If you're watching the replay, then I hope you enjoy it as well. I know we have almost 3,000 of you signed up today, which is so exciting. And don't worry, guys, I will be on the bigger screen later on. So this is just a little screen while I go through some slides, but I will be on the big screen so you can see my face properly when we do our face yoga. And remember, you will also be sent a full recording of this, as well as all of these notes as well. So you can enjoy this workshop as many times as you like. So if you've got any questions, just pop them in the chat. I'll answer as we go through. I've also got Marie here from my team who can send you anything you need, answer questions, send you links for things, anything I talk about. She is also here to help, but I will be interacting with the chat as we go through it. And as I said, I'll turn the slides off once we get going with our actual face yoga practice. So I just want to tell you, first of all, a little bit about why we are here today, why we are spending 90 minutes together doing our face yoga. Well, one of the biggest reasons we are here today is to feel our best. So much of face yoga is about feeling really good. We are also here to help lift our neck and our lower face. So that's really the focus of today's workshop, to start using techniques which are going to lift this whole lower face area. We're also going to do techniques to help our skin look fresh and healthy. We're going to really be focusing on a theme of empowerment. So empowering techniques that we can use using only our own hands to help our skin look amazing, but helping us to feel amazing too. Hopefully by the end of this 90 minutes as well, you'll feel like you've had a little bit of time for you, a little bit of self-care. You've learned a few things as I chat here for the next sort of 5 or 10 minutes, and then you've really done some lovely practical techniques for the rest of it. And my aim by the end of this masterclass today, but really every day for you with the face yoga, is for you to start the journey to loving the skin that you're in. And something which I'm super excited to tell you about, and I'm going to be talking lots more about this at the end. I won't spend too long now talking about it. But I have a brand new course which is literally launched 5 minutes ago. So you guys are the first ones to know about it. And it's a specific course for you if you are 40 or over. Now, if you're like early to mid to late 30s, still great for you. But if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s and beyond, this course is specifically for you. I have tailor-made it for over 40 skin, which of course is very different from skin when we're in our teens and our 20s and our early 30s. And I'm going to tell you more about that later, like I said, but it's super exciting. And just for this week only, just for you guys, it's only £18. So £18 for an entire course. So I'll get Marie to put the link on the webinar chat. So if you just can't wait to hear about it, you can see it straight away now. Have a little browse through there. Let me know what you think while I'm chatting, and you can purchase it straight away. Let me know if you get it straight away. But I will tell you a little bit more about that later. So, although the course that I have just launched is for over 40 skin, face yoga really is for all decades. And this masterclass we are literally here doing now is for you at any age. And I have worked with clients from their teens, I've worked with people in college, university, all the way up to clients in their early 90s. I've worked in retirement villages doing face yoga. I've worked with a famous actress who was 93. She sadly passed away now, but I worked with her on face yoga. So I really know how to work with face yoga in all of the decades. And that's what this class today is going to be about, even though my new course is specifically for 40 and over. And I want you to remember, whatever age you are here today, it's not too late to start, but it's also not too early. You can, at any age, strengthen a muscle. You can boost your circulation. You can improve your lymphatic drainage. You can release tension in your face at any age. But if you are over 40, there are techniques today which are really going to help your skin. And of course, my new course will help you as well. But whatever your age, this is what I really believe. It is time to look and feel like you. My face yoga isn't about these sort of false promises that say you're going to look 20 years younger in 2 minutes. Not at all. What I want you to do is have techniques which are going to really empower you to feel the healthiest, freshest, happiest, glowing, lifted version of you, to look and feel like you at your very best for the age that you are. And I want you to really embody the energy as we go through all of our face yoga today, that you are the queen or the king of your life, your wellness, and your skin. I want you to feel so empowered, so strong, so beautiful, so full of wisdom, and so in control of your life and your skin by the end of today's masterclass. And I also think we'll never be as young as we are today. So let's love our skin for today, and let's also look forward to the future. Let's not dread the aging process. We don't want to look back when we are in our 90s and regret worrying so much about our appearance. That was definitely the wisdom that I got with my client who was 93. She said she spent so long in her 40s and 50s and 60s worrying about her appearance, but actually she should have felt so much gratitude for her appearance. And I always really remember that. And I just think we need to express so much gratitude for our face and all it does for us. So as we do our face yoga today, if you can try and express gratitude as you touch your face and you touch your skin, you will feel so good as a result. And it's time for us to really think, okay, let's take the strength and power back and not operate from a place of fear anymore. And let's just say to ourselves, it's okay to be ourselves, to step into that new empowered energy and take a little bit of time each day to do face yoga. So today we're going to specifically work on our lower face. So before I talk to you about that, I'm just going to have a little bit of a look at some of your comments because I don't want to miss so many, because I can see that so many of you are saying hello here. Hi. Welcome everyone that's just come. Oh, you're saying such lovely things here. Oh, the flow of this work, thank you. Everyone's saying lots of thank yous. I love that. Thank you, everyone. So yes, we are working on the lower face, and let's just talk about a few problems we can get on that area without getting bogged down by these problems. Simply, almost like a list that we're going to say, yes, we're going to own this, and we are going to have the tools to empower ourselves to improve these areas if we want. So in the lower face area, we can notice that we might get lines on the neck, loose or crepey skin on that area. You may find that you get fluid retention in this area, maybe prone to a double chin or turkey neck. Maybe you might get jowls in that area, sagging jawline, maybe pain and tension in the jaw area. Maybe in the lower face, you may find that you've got either mouth lines or lip wrinkles. Maybe sometimes your skin looks a little bit dull or tired or puffy, or you may find that you've got tension and stress in the lower face. So first of all, don't come from a place of fear with any of these things. We can improve all of those areas, and I'm going to show you key techniques for all of those today. And there's even more so in my brand new course, which I'll just quickly tell you the name of because I don't want to talk too much about it yet. But if Marie has put the link up, you can have a little browse. Let me know what you think. It's called 10-Minute Face Yoga for sexy, sculpted, smooth skin over 40. And there's loads in there for the upper face, for the lower face, specific for hormonal changes that we're going through, specifically for owning our unique self, specifically for all the mental, physical, emotional, but also skin changes that happens to our skin as we go over 40. And you've got 8 videos in there, and like I said, it's only £18, which is amazing. And I want you to also know that lines aren't bad, and neither is being over 40. And I think there's this ongoing narrative in society, on social media and media, that being over 40 and then getting into our 50s and 60s and beyond is about giving up in some way or being invisible. But I actually think this is our time to have more wisdom, more insight, more experience, and to really be grateful for that privilege of getting older. So I'd love to know in the chat whether you are new to face yoga, because I'm going to explain just very briefly a bit about the philosophy before we get into our face yoga, and I'll go full screen when we do that as well. Let me know, are you new to face yoga? Have you done some face yoga, or are you experienced? So pop in the chat either new, some, or experience, and then I get a little bit of an idea about where everybody is with their face yoga. So face yoga is a natural and holistic approach which includes facial exercise, facial massage, acupressure, relaxation, and well-being. I have been teaching this for around 18 years. I know many of you know my story, how I overcame an illness over 20 years ago now, which was a very chronic illness of ME, and I used lots of well-being and wellness techniques to heal myself, to cure myself. And as I started teaching a lot of yoga and meditation, I then started to get very interested in the face, did a lot of training in the face, piles of research over many, many years, and created the Danielle Collins Face Yoga method, which I now teach to millions of people worldwide. We have over 2,000 teachers of my method in 70 different countries. I'm lucky enough to be a best-selling author. I'm regular on TV and the press, have skincare line and many other things. But most of all, I just love teaching face yoga for empowering ourselves by learning how to use our own hands to lift, smooth, and energize, relax our face naturally at any age. And I'm 42, and I've never had any injectables like Botox or fillers or anything like that, or invasive treatments or surgery. And I think it's important to say at this point that I'm not against these things, but for many reasons, I don't do it. And I think the biggest reason I don't do it is I'm guided so much by my intuition that my intuition just tells me, Danielle, it's not right for you to go down that more invasive route. And that's why I choose face yoga. But I also know over the last nearly 20 years that face yoga works. I have worked with so many clients all over the world in so many different ages. I have seen all of the customer evidence. I've seen my own personal experience of it. And I know that face yoga works. And that's why I choose that route. But one thing I will say is, if you are choosing the route of face yoga, if you're here today thinking, look, it's either face yoga or it's a more invasive route, one thing I would say with face yoga is it can take a little bit more time and a little bit more dedication, but it goes deeper than the skin. You're working with your mind and your body and your self-care as you do face yoga. And rather than something like Botox or another injectable like that, where you're getting very quick results, but then it's wearing off again, you're getting quick results and it's wearing off again. With your face yoga, your skin is improving, albeit a little bit slower, but it's improving all the time, which I absolutely love. And if you do get Botox or fillers or anything, one thing I would say is, if you're going to do face yoga, wait around 2 weeks. You may have to wait a little bit longer, but around 2 weeks before you do your face yoga. And it is really important to also say that you can do the more invasive route and face yoga. This is no means an exclusive club for people who only want the natural approach. You can do both if you want to. And we really do feel good by doing face yoga daily. So I would definitely recommend, if you take nothing else away from this workshop, take away to just do a little bit of face yoga every day, because it's that consistency that really is key. Oh, hello everyone. I'm just having a quick look at your chat again and just looking, just a real mix here of people that are new to face yoga. Some people have some experience, some people are very experienced. Some people have my book I can see. Amazing. Got my book. You've got my books. Lovely Skin at 73. Oh, I love that. Amazing. Some people are brand new to face yoga. Oh, this is great. So nice to see everyone. Whole variety of experience. That is great. So, in a minute, we are actually going to get going with our face yoga. So, let me tell you what we're going to be doing in this workshop. We are going to be focused on some neck toning exercises, some mouth and jaw firming tips. I'm going to show you some jaw releasing facial massages. I'm going to show you some posture techniques. I'm going to show you some lymphatic drainage and some empowerment hacks as well. Emma says, are today's exercises in your book, which I have? Some are, Emma, and some aren't. And just to let you know about my brand new course, if you're wondering how it differs from my other courses, I will go through that a bit more later. But just to say that the majority of the techniques in there aren't in my other courses. The ones that are have been tweaked slightly to be more specific for you if your skin is 40 and above. So this is for anyone in their either late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s or beyond. And it is really specific to help your mind and your body and your skin look and feel the best version of you. And it is called 10-minute face yoga for sexy, sculpted, smooth skin over 40. Go grab it now. It is only £18. I mean, that is the price of 1 to 2 yoga classes, and you have got the entire course, which is 8 videos and a 9th video for your introduction video, which are going to last you a lifetime. You can do them over and over again. So it is the best course, and I think it's my favorite course I've ever made. I really do. I feel so passionate about it, particularly the whole theme around it, which is about really empowering yourself. So Marie will put the link there. Click the link, have a little look, guys. Let me know what you think. And I'd love to know the first of you that buy it as well, because it's always so nice to actually hear straight away how you are getting on with it. Okay, so let me make sure I can still see the chat here. And we are going to get going with our face yoga. Any questions as we go along, pop them in the chat. I'm hoping I'm not missing anything. Eva says, my birthday will be 68, but no one knows it. Amazing, Eva. I love that. Victoria says, I'm in my 60s. Any advice how to do face yoga every day? Victoria, do the course. That's the best thing you can do. So you get 10-minute classes. You can just do a 10-minute class once a day. You've got 9 classes in there, where you've actually got 7 10-minute classes. You've got 1 20-minute class, and you've got an introduction. So I would definitely say get that. You don't need to do it every single day. You can take 10 minutes one day you may want to do 20 minutes, one day you might need to skip it and do 10 minutes the other day. You're free to do it how you want, but that course is going to be really great for you. And yes, you can do the classes whenever you want, Emma. There's no sort of rule on it. You can literally do say like the 10 minutes for Queen Energy and the 10 minutes for Lifted Face in one day, or you may want to do the 10 minutes for Hormonal Harmony one day, and you may want to do like the class for Face Yoga for Unique Self one day. So you can really decide how you do it, and it's on a beautiful system, so you can really sort of pick and choose, and you've got the videos for life as well, and it's literally £18 for a week. This is the cheapest course I've got. So if you're going to get any of my courses and you're anywhere from late 30s all the way up to your 90s, then I would definitely say grab that. So let's do some face yoga. I am so excited to do this. What I'd love to do to start off with is just help you feel really grounded. So what I'd love you to do is just bring your feet flat on the floor, drop your shoulders down, bring your palms to this position, so palms facing up, just bring them into your lap. Close your eyes and just take a breath. Breathing in through your nose, feel your abdomen rise. Breathing out through your nose, feel your abdomen lower. Breathe in for about a count of 4. Breathe out for about a count of 6. Every breath you take here, I just want you to feel a little bit more connected in the here and the now. I want you to connect with the room and the space around you, become really mindful of that. And take a moment just to connect with everybody else in this community who's doing this class in this moment. And then just place your hand, still with your eyes closed, on your heart center, one hand over the other. And I want you just to set an intention for today's class. So a way you'd like to feel by the end of the class. Maybe something you'd like to embody or experience or learn. Just set that intention now. Okay, so we're going to start off just by doing a little bit of posture work. So you can open your eyes if you're not already got them open. And posture is so important for our lower face. Now, our lower face gets really affected if we don't have good posture. So just take a moment to notice what happens if you were looking at a phone like this. And I'm going to turn to one side to show you. So straight away, what is happening is we are getting lines down the side of the neck here. We are getting a fluid accumulation in this area. We are putting pressure on the head, so we're getting muscles are sagging down. We're getting tension in the shoulders and neck area, and we're on that position quite a lot on a phone or if we're using a computer. So what we want to do, and it's one of the best ways of instantly helping the face to look more open and healthy, but also is a really good way to prevent deeper lines and wrinkles and pain and tension and fluid retention and bloating and lines in the lower face. So what you're going to do is you're going to lift your chin up. First, you just bring it parallel to the floor, then just tilt it down just a tiny bit. So it's sort of here, and then you bring it down just a tiny bit. So you feel that length at the back of your neck. You're going to just bring your shoulders right up towards your ears, and then you're just going to drop them down. You may want to do that with your breath just a couple of times. So and just do that one more time. Just relax the shoulders down, and then with the shoulders nice and far away from your ears, you want to bring them into a neutral position. So let me show you here. So what you don't want is that rounded position, and you don't want to be overstraining, so you're really pushing out too much here. You want them to come into a nice neutral position. So find your neutral position there. Then you want to come to a position where you're lengthening up through the spine. So be really aware of your root, the base of your spine. Then imagine an imaginary line going all the way up the center of the body. It comes to the top of the head and it pulls upwards, really lengthening you upwards. Really let those shoulders drop down a little bit there as well. Okay, and then you're just going to ground your feet flat onto the floor. You may want to spread your toes a little bit and put your weight evenly both sides. Now, I'm guessing most of you are sitting for this. You can try this standing if you like. You just stand up to exactly the same thing, lengthen, ground your feet down. And just imagine your feet almost have roots that are going from the soles of your feet all the way down to the earth. And imagine you've got that string going all the way up as high as you can imagine to the sky. And a little fun fact, particularly for anyone that is over 40, it's said in particularly yoga and Ayurveda that our top chakra here, our crown chakra, actually opens around the age of 40. So that's often when we get into our 40s and then beyond that, we start having a deeper intuition. We start connecting more with our higher self, with our unique self. We start having more of a connection to either the universe or God or whatever it is that you believe in. So that connection is there much more so. So I always think that's a really fun fact, that we've just got more of that inner knowing and more of that connection as we get over 40. So now we've looked at a little bit of posture, let's do a little bit of lymphatic drainage. So posture's great for that prevention and reduction of lines and tension and fluid in the lower face. Lymphatic drainage is just going to detox the face. It's very simple, but it's lovely to start your face yoga with. You don't have to. You can do a face yoga practice straight away, just with lifting and boosting the circulation. But if you want to do a little bit of lymphatic drainage, this is particularly good if you suffer from any puffiness, dull skin, or particularly if you get a lot of sort of bloating around this area. Maybe you're prone to a double chin, which is caused more by build up of fluid, then that's really nice to do. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start off bringing 2 fingers in front of our ear and 2 fingers behind our ear, like this and this. And what I want you to do is just give that a little rub there. So what we're going to do is we're start to stimulate the lymph vessels and the lymph nodes. We're just going to open them up a little bit, and it's just going to help with that detoxification process as we do our face yoga. Lovely. And then you're just going to stroke down to your collarbone and just do a little pulse on your collarbone. That's just such a nice thing to do, to just work on stimulating those lymph nodes, opening everything up, breathing deeply. Yes, Marie's let you know there. So the whole course in US dollars is about $23, and it's £18 in UK pounds. And that gives you lifetime access to the entire course. And then if you just do opposite hands, and you're just going to go sort of into that area just there, and just do a little bit of rubbing in that area, just stimulating the lymph there. Sarah, no problem at all. Thank you very much, of course. And then you are just going to stroke down again, come slightly behind the ear now. And just try and do a bit of breathing here as you do this. So it's really light touch with all this. This is just opening before we start lifting. And then what we're going to do is just come behind the back of the neck, here and here. And you are just going to gently, cupped hands, go down the back of the neck. Again, just stimulating those lymph vessels and those lymph nodes. Thank you, Catherine. $23.05. Cent, is it? I think I'm saying that right for US. Let me know, guys. Oh, Antonia, lovely. You've just bought the course. Thank you very much. Catherine, you've just got it. I hope you enjoy it. It's such a fantastic course. You are going to absolutely love it. Antonia, yes, 56 years old. Perfect. You are going to really love it. Yes, Lisa, it is different to my course on Daily Om. It's much newer. I made my Daily Om courses quite a few years ago. It's a great course, a Daily Om course by all means, but this is my most up-to-date techniques, very specifically for over 40 skin, and it's working on certain techniques I've never taught in any other course before. And it's got specifics in it for things like face yoga, for perimenopause and menopause. It's also got things in there on face yoga with human design, which is super exciting. It's also got specific techniques for lifting and sculpting your face as you get into your 40s, 50s, 60s and beyond, as we start to lose a little bit of the muscle in the face, etc. So it is different. If you can get both, if you've got the Daily On course, Lisa, then get this one as well. If you can't do that one, you can come back to this one another time, but just remember it's only 1 week only. It's £18 and then it goes up in price. Okay, so let's get going with some lifting now. So the first thing we are going to do is focus on lifting the muscles in our neck. Now, as we strengthen and tone the muscles in our neck, the skin attached is lifted and tautened and firmed. So what we're going to do is you're just going to turn the head and lift the chin up slightly. You are then just going to gently push your shoulder back. So not loads of pressure there, but you're adding a bit of resistance. As soon as you do that, you should feel the muscle engage a little bit more here, as well as working with correcting that forward posture. You're going to bring your tongue towards the nose. And we're going to hold there for around 30 seconds. So let's hold that together. Breathing deeply in and out through your nose, even though your mouth is open slightly. About 10 seconds more if you can. Coming gently back. So really feeling that work in the side of the neck. You're also strengthening around the mouth and through the jaw area. And then we're going to go to the other side. We're going to lift the chin up, bring the tongue towards the nose. We're going to take the other hand and we are going to gently push the shoulder down and back. Don't do overly too much pressure there. Holding there 30 seconds. And notice when you take the hands away there, how you're less engaging that area at the side of the neck. So it's really nice to add that resistance. And this technique, just in case you think you might forget it, because it's one of the best for toning the side of the neck and the side of the face, is in my brand new course as well. And I've not taught this technique in any of my other courses. And that's a nice thing about the course. You've got everything in that really succinct package. It's self-study videos, so you can go back and do it as many, many times as you like. It's not like it's live or anything. You have got it there, all video-based learning. And come back to center. And yes, the course is on Kajabi. You get like a little way to log into it, and then you can just log in whenever you want. You can do it either on your phone or your tablet or on your laptop as often as you like. So it's just like having little lovely 10-minute videos. You'll have 9 of them and you can just pick which ones you want when you want, or you can do it every week and then repeat it again the following week. Okay, so we are going to do our next technique. This one, we're going to bring our hands behind the back of our head. We're going to link them together like this, and we are going to open out the chest. Now, if this feels a strain on your arms, you can bring your arms like this. If that's a strain for you, bring your arms down. So just do what's best for you here. Take care if you have any neck issues here. Tilt your head back. Just bring your lips together and bring the tip of the tongue up and down towards the roof of the mouth. About a rate of 1 per second. And Natasha, I'm going to answer your question in a minute. I have a little solution for you for that. So tip of the tongue's going up and down towards the roof of the mouth, just behind the rough part that you can feel on the roof of the mouth, just where it becomes smooth. That's where your tongue's going up and down like this. So you can feel it working underneath here. The reason we're pushing gently back here is to open out the neck area, relax the shoulders. This really helps to strengthen the muscles a little bit deeper. So this is like taking some of the techniques that you will have recognised that I've taught in my books or in my other courses, and we're taking it a step more. So there's a similar one to this in my new over 40 course. It's not exactly like this, it's slightly different, but you'll see the twist in it in the course and why it's in there. Little clue is about embodying your queen energy. And then come gently down. So Natasha, what I would say is a lot of people do the face yoga just as the audio. So just get the course, and then what you do is you just click onto your login, just press play, put your phone in your car. You don't need to watch the video, you can just listen to the audio part of it. It's super easy, and it's the best way to do it. I have thought about doing audio only before, but there's no point doing audio only because you've got the option there for people if they want to watch the video part of it. But because I explain everything so clearly, you don't have to watch the video, you can just listen to the audio, Natasha, there as well. Yes, you can download the videos, like if you're, like you said, if you're underground, you're in and out of signal, so you can do that you don't have to have your mobile internet to be able to watch them. So that's fine. Just seeing if there's any other questions. Yay, Cindy, you've just bought it. Yes, there is an app. So what you do, Hoda, is you can just get the Kajabi app for free. So once you've got it, just get the Kajabi app and you can click on the app and you can watch all the videos on the app. Oh, the exercise, Catherine, with the tip of the tongue. So if you feel behind your teeth, there's a little bit of like rough skin just behind your teeth. And then bring your tongue down all the way along the roof of your mouth and notice where it starts to get smooth. So the point where you're doing this, but with your mouth closed, it's just that point. So you're not doing it right on the rough part, right behind the teeth. You're doing it a little bit further back. So the app is Kajabi, Kajabi. But you need to get the course first, and then you can use your login and you can download the Kajabi app. So Kajabi is a course provider platform. So if you've got any of my other courses, you can have all of my courses on the Kajabi app. And if you've got any Kajabi courses by any other experts as well, you can also have their courses on that app as well. The PayPal link button doesn't seem to be responding, Vivian said. I think it's okay. Let me know if anybody else has paid with PayPal. It should be okay, Vivian. Have another try, but I don't think that there's a problem. I think we would have heard if there was, but double check. Yes, we can carry on. I'm sorry, Brenda. I agree. We are having chit chat too much. You are right. Okay, so we're going to do tip of the tongue again, but we are going to place a hand here and a hand here. So tilting back, lips together, tip of the tongue comes up and down towards the roof of the mouth again. Now, the reason why our hands are here is because we are creating a bit of resistance, which means we are going to be strengthening this area a little bit more and this big platysma muscle too. So let's do this together now. Breathing deeply in and out through your nose. Paula, yes, it is different. See if you can do 30 more, up and down towards the roof of the mouth. And then slowly back down. So those 3 exercises we have done all need to be done approximately 1 minute every day, and they are all focused on strengthening and toning the muscles in your neck. And the stronger they get, the skin attaches, tightens and lifted and firmed. Okay, let's do a little bit of massage in this area. Now, if you haven't already, apply a little bit of something to your skin. I've just applied the Fusion by Danielle Collins Moisturising Serum. You can see mine's about half full there at the moment. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this part of our index fingers, and we are just smoothing up the neck area. So 3 stronger exercises then. And if you followed along those exercises for the whole time, you will really already feel how your neck and jaw feel like they've had a good workout. Don't worry if you didn't follow them all along, particularly if you're getting my course, it will lead you through either those ones or similar to those ones. So some are a little bit different, like I say, because they are tweaked specifically for over 40 skin. Now, all we're doing here is boosting the blood circulation. So we're bringing all the fresh blood and the oxygen and the nutrients all the way up to the skin surface. So it's really helping to feed the skin. And this is a lovely way, and you can do this here and here, just to help encourage the fluid to move a little bit in this area as well, because it can get very stagnant, and it's really helping with that life force energy as well. So in Chinese medicine we call this qi, in Ayurveda and yoga we call it prana, and when that life force energy is flowing freely, then we have really healthy skin. When it's a little bit blocked or stagnant, this can show up as dull skin conditions, lines, wrinkles. So a lot of what we do with face yoga is helping that life force energy just to really flow and just to get rid of any stagnation in that area. So just relax the shoulders, lengthen the spine, take another deep breath. So in through your nose and out through your nose. Okay, Shelley, I'm glad you've got the course. Paula, I'm glad you've got the course. Yes, it's fine to use moisturizer if you haven't got the serum at the moment, no problem. I'm glad you're all loving the serum as well. Jennifer, thank you. I'm glad you've bought the course as well. You are going to absolutely love it. So I am just looking down because I am just reminding myself of our next section, which is mouth and jaw firming techniques. So the first thing we're going to do to work this area is just warm it up a little bit. Now I feel like because I've been talking so much, mine is very warm. Now with face yoga, generally you don't need to do the same level as warm up as you would with exercise for the body for many reasons. But when I work the lower face, I love doing this exercise, not necessarily because we need to get those muscles really supple before we start, but more because we want to get that circulation moving, again, that blood flow going. So we're going to make the shape of the word wow, and we're going to do that together. So it's like this: wow, wow, wow. Actually say the word wow if it helps. Wow, wow, wow. And just feel how much tension that is releasing as you do it. So Marie is going to send you the link for the Fusion by Danielle Collins Moisturising Serum. Keep going with your wows. It's all vegan, organic, it's accredited by the Soil Association. It's the most beautiful moisturising serum. I use it twice a day in place of a moisturiser. I put it on always before my face yoga. So nourishing and healing. And we'll put the link actually to the serum in the email for you tomorrow as well, so you've got that link. Okay, so now you start to feel that energy is flowing. We are going to do a lovely lower face lifting exercise. So you bring your mouth into a slight smile shape. You're going to wrap your lips around the teeth like this. Now, if you can see as I do that here, little lines or quite big lines are created in that area. So I'm going to use my fingers to smooth that area, but I'm taking it a step further. So you might have seen me use this technique before, but I'm going to add a little bit of lifting massage into it. So we're going like this. And then release. So taking that again. And release. So try and do it with me if you can. It's so good for strengthening this area. I want you to focus on the lips lifting upwards, so you strengthen a lot of those muscles in the cheek area, and you want to think about smoothing those lines but also lifting here, so we're also working with boosting the blood circulation as well. Oh, Vivian, I'm glad it worked. Congratulations getting the course. Yay, Denise, amazing. You've got your course, age 74. Can't wait to get started. Brilliant. So yeah, I'm using fairly firm pressure there, Sarah. So we're strengthening the orbicularis oris muscle here, smoothing across, but you want a little bit of a glide. I've got the moisturizing serum on here, so I can use that glide. And I want you just to do 2 more of these. And 1 more. And relax. Lovely. Okay, let's bring a little bit of massage into it. And I really love this one. It releases a lot of tension in the fascia, and it also helps to release tension in the muscle underneath, as well as brighten the top layer of skin. And if you are using something like the Fusion by Daniel Collins moisturizing serum, this actually gets into that middle layer of skin, so into the dermis. So moisturizers are fine to use for face yoga. They do tend to sink into the skin quite quickly, so you don't have that ongoing glide, but they also tend to sit on the epidermis because their molecules are not quite small enough. So that's why I like using the moisturizing serum. It gets down to that middle layer of skin where your dermis is, where the collagen elastin lies. And if you combine that with a technique like this, which is really working with boosting that collagen elastin in the dermis, you've got a win-win there. So you're going to do 2 fingers and thumb like this, and you're just going to do a little squeeze. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm squeezing right down to the muscle. So I'm not just pulling my skin out. I'm thinking, how can I squeeze down into the muscle? And I'm working almost like at a diagonal there until I get to just underneath the eye, and then I'm avoiding this area here that's very, very delicate. So we're working upwards. Victoria, the new course doesn't have gua sha in. I do have a course which has got 2 gua sha videos in and 2 crystal roller videos in, and that is my 21-day course, which is 21 days of 3-minute videos. Different techniques to in this over 40 course, and lots of techniques using facial tools. Marie will put the link up for that one. So that one is, I believe, £31. So that is a great addition as well. And again, if you're going to get the Kajabi app downloaded for free, you can have all your courses on there. So that is the course for you if you want one with gua sha and facial tools. But this new course is just using your hands. Oh, Hoda, well done. I hope I'm saying your name right, Hoda. I'm glad you got the course. Well done. Let me know how you get on with the course, guys. I am excited to hear what you think of it. I love it. I'm really excited by it. It's really amazing to do. I've never ever done a course for specifically for over 40 skin, so I'm excited by that. Okay, notice how this side of your face feels compared to the other side. I can literally feel the warmth in that side. I can see, I don't know if you can see here, I've got a ring light in front of me here, so you might not be able to see the difference, but the redness and pinkness in my skin there. So a great indication we've really boosted that blood flow to that area. Excuse me while I have a sip of water here. Svetlana, congratulations, you bought the course as well. Yay. Victoria, you're asking the question, do I think fingers, let's do this side, guys, while we chat. I think this is the key to do the face yoga and chat at the same time. Victoria's asking, do I think fingers are better than facial tools? The short answer is yes. I always go to fingers first. However, I do love a facial tool. I think it's like the best comparison is if you're doing exercise for the body, all you need is your own body weight. You can do it on a yoga mat without anything. But isn't it nice sometimes to add in some little weights or an exercise band or, different bits of equipment, because it adds variety. It works the body in a slightly different way. And it's the same when it comes to facial tools. So your hands can do everything, but I love using a gua sha, I find, or a jade roller or crystal roller. And by the way, you can get all of those tools with free shipping on my website as well. I love using them because I think it works the skin in a different way, stops you getting bored, if you want a little bit of variety. My routine tends to be I'll do a face yoga just using my fingers every evening because I have more time in the evening, because I have an 8-year-old and 11-year-old, which keep me very busy in the morning. But I tend to use a facial tool in the morning for about 1 to 2 minutes, like a gua sha or a rose quartz roller or a jade roller, because I can do that very quickly. It adds a little bit of variety. I physically can leave it on my dressing table. It reminds me to quickly do it. So I love both, but I'd always say hands are best, without a doubt. Your hands are there. They're a tool that you've got for life there as well. Okay, so hopefully both sides of your face should feel really nice now. Now, the pressure you use for that is really up to you. You don't want to feel afterwards like your face is all bruised. That's not the sort of pressure we want. We just want to feel like we're pinching down to the muscle to stimulate the muscle, to lift the muscle, and to boost that blood circulation. Sonia says, my face feels quite tender while doing that. Okay, so you probably are going a little bit, I'm just reading, Cindy, your message too, sorry. Sonia, you're probably going a little bit too deep with it. You shouldn't feel tender afterwards. You've got to always do the technique so it feels nice and comfortable. It will feel warm. It will feel like the muscles are being stimulated, but you don't want to feel like it's too tender. Cindy, you had to run to the washroom. Absolutely different. Lifted on one side, I massage. Isn't that amazing when you just do one side and the other? Nina, there are 2 separate purchases. So you need to purchase the course on the website, and then you can purchase a serum, because they're just the products and the courses are just 2 different links on the website. You can do all of my products together. So you can order the serum and the facial tools and the books all on one order, and you can order any of my courses, including this new one, on one order. But unfortunately, they are on 2 separate orders. But don't worry, the products are all free postage, package, shipping. So it doesn't matter if you go back on and do that, because you won't be charged any extra for that. Okay, so we're going to do another one for the lower face area now. This one is one which is in my brand new course, which I have not taught in any other course or in any of my books. And I put this in because I recently designed this because I wanted a technique that was going to work the lower face muscles. And I feel this works specifically for over 40 skin because it really helps to defy gravity. As we get older, we find that our muscles are sagging down a little bit. So it's really working with lifting. So just careful of the back of your neck here whilst you do this. You're going to bring your tongue up towards your nose here. And then you're just going to bring the tongue from side to side. And if you're savvy, you might have spotted that I taught this in a little bit of one in just one Instagram post, but that's the only place you'll find this at the moment. And you go from this. And if you feel that any lines are created here, you can just smooth them very slightly with your finger. Now, you don't want to do too many at first. We're just going to do 10 of these together. And then slowly come down. Now we're going to take that again. Again, take care if you've got any neck issues. Come back, smoothing. And down. Jay, I'm going to do that to one side so you can see how far my head is back on this one. So let's do that together. And slowly down. We're also working with strengthening the tongue there. Now, tongue strength is really important, particularly as we get older. It's very important for helping our speech. Believe it or not, it really helps with our breathing as well. Good tongue strength also helps to keep the whole of our lower face really lifted. When our tongue muscles get very weak, what tends to happen is our mouth muscles get a little bit sort of smaller and sunken in, and then this area sags. But when we've got a strong tongue, it keeps our mouth much stronger as well. And a little top tip, which is particularly good if you want to keep this area nice and strong, particularly over 40, is bring your tongue and sort of suction it up towards your roof of your mouth. So it's almost like flat. So the tip of the tongue is just sort of resting in front of the teeth there, and the rest of the tongue is sort of flat, horizontal, suctioned up. So and it almost feels like you want to swallow when you suction it up. But more you can have your tongue towards the roof of the mouth, the better your nasal breathing will be, which is so good for your central nervous system. But it also keep the whole of your lower face really strengthened as well. It is your lower face, your jaw loves to get involved there, trying to isolate. It's absolutely practice, like with anything. It's okay if your lower jaw is moving a little bit. Ideally, try and keep it still. We want to try and build that tongue strength. Lots of reasons why that's really good for longevity as well. Okay, let's work on releasing tension in our jaw. Now, there's a few reasons why releasing tension in our jaw is so important. First of all, from a health and well-being point of view, when we release tension from our jaw, it feels much more comfortable in that area. It can prevent things like headaches, migraines, neck pain, mouth pain. It can prevent feelings of tension around the ear area. It can even prevent blocked ears. It can help release the sinuses. And a tight jaw can also make us feel very stressed in our mind as well. So really important overall for our wellness. The jaw area tends to hold so much of our emotions, particularly interestingly as women. I know we have a whole audience of men and women here, but I know it's mostly women, and we really do hold a lot of our emotion, a lot of our stress, a lot of our tension in our jaw. And often when we're trying to really control a situation, or we're feeling high anxiety about a situation, it's very, very linked to the jaw. Now, interestingly, in yoga, we very much link our jaw to our hip area. When our hips are tight, we tend to tense up our jaw. When our jaw is tight, we tend to tense up our hips. So if you do get a tight jaw, focus on doing some hip opening exercises as well. And even whilst you do this, you're sat in a position you can do that. You can either bring the soles of your feet together and just let your knees drop out to the side and just open your hips as you do these jaw releasing exercises. So that's why it's so important from a health and wellness point of view. From an aesthetic point of view, if we're holding tension in our jaw area, let me show you what happens there. As soon as I do that, I create lines here. This whole area becomes really rigid. Often we're creating lines in this area too. We're creating lines around here as well. And the fluid builds up here. Plus that life force energy, that prana, that chi can't flow effectively. So never underestimate the power of releasing your jaw from a health point of view, but also from an aesthetic point of view as well, for prevention and reduction of lines and wrinkles in the face. Okay, so we are going to release the jaw. I will answer some more of your questions in a moment. So we're just going to bring our knuckles here and here underneath our cheekbones, and we're simply going to just open and close the mouth. Now, what I want you to do is just slightly roll and as you do this, so think about more of this, more of a release than a strengthening exercise. As you do this, it really helps to release tension here. This is particularly good if you suffer from TMJ, but obviously work to your own level. It shouldn't feel uncomfortable. and releasing. So a really great way to start off releasing the jaw. Now we've got lots of others for the jaw to do. I'm just going to answer a couple of your questions very quickly. Nina is saying, is there a reason that these exercises are not good for people younger than late 30s? Now, in my new course, you could do that course if you were 18. It would be no harm. In fact, it'd be fantastic and it'd be really preventative and it would be great. But as I talk through the course, I talk about things that people over 40 may be noticing about their skin. I also delve into things like hormonal changes. I also talk about how we start to know ourselves better as we get over 40. I start to talk about how when we get over 40, we either do two things. We either finding we're having to spend more time caring for other people and often sacrificing ourselves, or on the flip side, maybe we've now got our independence back and we've got more time for ourselves, and we delve into a lot of those things. So absolutely, you could do this brand new course at 20 or at 25 or at 30. It would be still really beneficial in terms of the actual exercises. It's more the reference I make throughout and how I tweak certain exercises. But yes, you know, if you're watching this and you're 22, then the course is still going to be absolutely fantastic for you, but it's just that I'm making it a little bit more specific for over 40s. I'm just going to do two more questions super quick, and then I promise I'll get back to the jaw exercises. Svetlana is saying, is that position where I'm suctioning the tongue up towards the roof of the mouth, breathing in and out through the nose, having the lips together, described as mewing? Yes, lots of people call that mewing. Mewing was actually designed by somebody I believe called John Mew, who talked about the benefits of doing that for strengthening the lower face, gluing sort of the tongue up towards the roof of the mouth. If you can practice that a few times during the day, Svetlana, and breathing in and out through your nose, that will be fine and that will strengthen the lower face. The jaw exercise highlighted, Nina, you're saying the immense tension in the jaw. Absolutely. Isle says, loving the class, thank you. For some reason I'm getting super thirsty. Get yourself a glass of water. You're moving things around, you're moving the lymph, you're boosting the circulation. Water is really important before, during and after face yoga. Maureen, I'm so glad you've got the course. Victoria says, it sounds like gravel rolling in and about the jaw and the neck. It can do, it can feel like a lot of tension in that area. Okay, so let's do the next one now. So a little acupressure point, pretty much our only acupressure point. I might do a second one, but this one we are going to do one thumb and then the other here and here, and we're going to press on that little acupressure point. Now you can just hold it here like I usually would do, but this is just working with releasing any tension in that area a little bit deeper. You've got that added pressure and you've got a real strong, what's called prana, life force energy in our thumbs. So it helps the life force energy just to flow in this area by using our thumbs. So if you're ever doing an acupressure point anywhere in the body, say like this, and you don't feel like you're really getting things moving, you're not feeling that shift in energy, use the thumb or double thumbs and pulse. And that's really, really nice to do. And this is great acupressure point, very renowned for releasing a lot of tension in the jaw, helping to release built up stress and emotion in the jaw area as well, and helping boost our energy levels too. And then put your finger here and just massage into that area as well. Hoda's asking, I've had cervical surgery. I'm just going both ways, about 10 seconds each way here, guys. So if you do that while I answer this question. Hoda says, I'm still sore at the back of my neck and shoulder. Was wondering if there are any exercises not to do. You need to really be led by A, medical advice, and B, what feels right for you. So I don't know what the advice you've been given in terms of how much extension you can do on the neck area. If you haven't been giving any advice, it may be worth just double checking with your doctor before you do any more where you're moving your neck back at all. If they're okay for you to do it, listen to your body, don't overextend, just do what is right for you. Saskia, so glad you got the course. You're 51 this summer. Amazing, amazing. Kate, if you feel that in your upper back, do a few shoulder rolls. It might be just indicating that there is some tension in that area. Okay, let's release the jaw a little bit more with our thumbs now. So this thumb exercise here is an oldie but a goodie. It's even in, I would say this is in my first book. This is in my teacher training course. It's really, I'm just going to use a little bit more of the oil here. If you need to just add a little bit more, I'm using the moisturizing serum. Sometimes I call it the oil, but either way, it's just lovely. I'm just going to put a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. And we've got the glide there. Yes, it will be recorded. You do get the recording afterwards of this class if you just joined. Welcome. So just breathing deeply in and out through the nose as you do this. And we are really focusing on releasing a buildup of tension that we may be getting in this area. Remembering relaxing your hips. If you just joined, we're talking about how the jaw and the hips are very related. And then just go in that little acupressure point where you've got that indentation there and there behind the ear, and just massage into it. I always think that this point is such a good indicator about how much tension we're holding on this particular day in our jaw area. It might feel so tender as you do this, or you may hardly feel anything at all. Make sure you massage both ways. Manuel is saying amazing instant results. I'm so pleased. Alex says, can't wait to get started on the new course. Thanks so much. Oh, thank you. Really releasing into that area. So good for releasing tension. Okay, let's do one more here. So come back to that really good posture position. It's easy for us to forget that. I know I've forgotten it myself for a moment there. So grounding your feet onto the floor again, shoulders relax, lengthening the spine, imagining that string. You can even imagine a white light or a lotus flower opening that area, really opening your crown chakra, connecting to a higher self. Just take a moment to breathe again. You may want to place one hand on your abdomen and one onto your belly, and just feel your belly rise as you inhale. And then lower as you exhale. Let's just do two more here. Beautiful. Okay, so taking your hands now, here and here, almost like in a prayer position, you're going to come down and you're going to sweep up. So that's all we're doing. So we're thinking here about brightening and lifting the cheeks, but I also want you to think about going along the jaw, so you're releasing tightness in the big masseter muscle, the big jaw muscle there. And it's nice to do it with your breath as well. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do a few of these. Laurie, yes, you have got a mouth corner exercise in the new course. Hoda, yes, you have a lifting hooded eyes exercise in there too. Remember, consistency is key, so keeping it up regularly is how you're going to see the best results. Good. And then take your two fingers and we're literally going to massage into the jaw. Remember that it might not feel with some exercises like you're doing enough, but sometimes it's the really subtle exercises that are doing the most. Like I would say your posture check-in, so taking yourself away from this posture into this posture that we talked about earlier, and your deep breathing are really effective techniques without even touching the face. And you wouldn't think that, but they really can be very, very beneficial. Mary, I've never used castor oil on my face. If it feels good for you, try it. Got to be careful with some of those heavier oils. They can be comedogenic, so they can clog the pores, which is the only thing with some of those heavier oils. Lovely. Okay, so just tapping now over your neck area. And up and down and around the cheeks. And we haven't done anything for our eyes or upper face today because this is not a upper face class today. But obviously in my new course, we've got as many upper face as lower face exercises. But you can give a little tap for that area, just boosting the circulation, just reminding that area that we're going to give a little bit of self-love to that area as well. And then we're just going to bring the hands down. Now, I need to tell you a little story. I had a whole little plan of some empowerment techniques to sort of finish off this part of the masterclass. But then I was reading a book today, and it's one I ordered just last week, and it's called The Pivot Year by Brianna Wiest. I think you say it Wiest. And I had another book of hers, which was called 101 Essays to Change Your Life. And I actually left that last year down in Cornwall where we went on holiday, and I left it in the bedside table. And I saw this book. Actually, I think I heard about it on a podcast and I ordered it. And each day you read another little inspirational quote. Now, the one that I opened the page at today, I thought, oh my goodness, I'm not going to teach what I was planning to teach today. I'm going to read you this. And then I got inspired to pick you a card from my Rose Oracle. And this is by Rebecca Campbell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you the little page from this, and I'm going to show you and read the meaning of the card that I picked here. And we're going to use that today as our little sort of relaxation empowerment. And then what we'll do that closing our eyes. So make yourself really comfy for like maybe no more than 5 minutes. And then we'll all come back together and we'll have a chat. I'll go through questions. I've got a few more things to tell you as well. So make yourself comfy, lengthening your spine, relaxing your shoulders. If you want to lie down for just a couple of minutes, you can as well. Cindy, can I just say, yes, of course, the new course will not have the chit chat like this. It's just straight into the exercises. And no, you're not rude asking that at all. This is very different, the masterclass, because it's so interactive. We get straight to the point, and it's bang, bang, bang into every single exercise on the course. No chit chat, just me to screen going through every single exercise like that. So please don't worry. And no, it's not rude to ask that at all. Okay, so just relaxing now, closing the eyes, shoulders just dropping. And let's just go back to the breath. So breathing in, abdomen rises. Breathing out, abdomen lowers. With every breath, you just feel a little more relaxed now as your eyes close. And then you're just going to go back to your intention that you set at the beginning of the class, just revisiting that intention. And just noticing here whether you feel like you've partly or fully taken a step forward or fully achieved that intention that you set at the beginning of the class. And as you breathe here, I'm just going to read this little passage from The Pivot Year by Brianna Wiest. I hope you learn to live in a way that makes you glad to be alive. Not glad for your elevator speech, your accolades, or what you believe the world sees you as. Not where you are glad for all that you might do one day, but the beauty with which you experience the small and most unassuming of things. I hope you learn to live in a way that makes you excited for the day ahead, for whatever it is you are meant to do with this period of time, with this corner of the world, with this one body and life that is yours. I hope you learn to experience living instead of just imagining how your life is seen. I hope you learn to feel it with everything inside you. I hope you learn to be alive. So just take a moment to let that sink in. Take another few long, deep breath. Feel that sense of self-care. Maybe for a moment, just tune into that lovely warmth you may be feeling in your lower face. Maybe you're aware of the muscles being worked out. Maybe you feel less tension in the face. And just soften your jaw a little bit more now. And then I'm going to read you the card that I picked from this lovely Rose Oracle set by Rebecca Campbell, and it's called The Sun. In summer, when the sun is at its highest path in the sky, the rose is at its fullest. Her fragrance is sweet, and the fruit is still to come. In this oracle set, the sun represents life force energy, vitality, confidence, success, positivity, delight, and the sheer joy of life. After it's left the fertile darkness of the soil, the future rose begins reaching towards the light of the sun, which then plays its part in nourishing the rose as it reaches for its potential bloom. And it does this for us too. One of life's greatest blessings is to feel the warmth of the sun on our face, to drink in the gold nectar of what life has for us, and to take a moment to bask in being alive. This is your invitation to relish your aliveness, to embrace your joyfulness, to enjoy the simple things in life, to make time to play, to be grateful for your body, to acknowledge the wondrous life force energy that's woven through all of life, to remember that your soul had a dream and your life is it. This is a wondrous card that heralds a time of playfulness, enjoyment, and bliss. The sun can also represent the inner child and be an invitation to have some fun. Have you been working and no play lately? Is your inner child longing to run free? What can you do to enjoy the simple things in life? When we allow ourselves the space to play, problems that were once unsolvable find solutions. And there's a little soul inquiry at the end here with 2 questions that's quite nice to take away with you to think about. How can you enjoy your life more? And also, what can you do just for fun? So keep your eyes closed just for a moment longer. And I just want you to go back to your breath again and maybe just set a little intention for the rest of your day now. So maybe it's something about your face, or maybe it's just something in general. Just set that intention to take with you for the rest of your day or evening, and maybe even make it into an affirmation and start with the word I am. And when you feel ready, just gently opening your eyes. Amazing. Now I'm going to try and show you guys. That was a little card called The Sun that I picked from the Oracle cards. Picked it at random, and isn't it actually lovely how it's linked really nice with that other passage from the book that I read you? And I think the takeaway from all of this is to really just take that moment in our life to find the joy, to find the enjoyment, to find the fun, and just to embrace the present moment as much as we can. And I think that's such a nice thing for all of us to take away. And, you know, whether you rewatch this masterclass or whether you do my course, then you are able to just bring that intention into it. So I know so many of you are writing so many lovely things, and I must apologise because I do feel like I have been answering a lot of questions as we go along and chit-chatting. But I promise you, with my brand new course, we are just going bam, bam, bam through the exercises. You aren't getting all my chit chat. So I hope that hasn't been too distracting for you as well. Oh, you're all so lovely. Let me tell you a little bit. I know loads of you have already got the course, but let me tell you a little about the course, which is so amazing, just £18, and you got lifetime access to the entire course. So it's 10-minute face yoga for sexy, sculpted, smooth skin over 40. And before I go through this, any more questions, pop them in the chat for me. I'm happy to answer those in a moment. So this new course is a video-based self-study course where I guide you through 8 face yoga classes. So each class takes around 10 minutes each. You've got sculpting facial exercise in there, smoothing facial massages, wellness hacks, and it's all about feeling empowered and sexy inside and out. And your 8 videos can be done each day for a week, and you can use your final video, which is actually 20 minutes long, as an extra session. And you can do it literally as a daily 10-minute class, or you can just use them as drop-in sessions whenever you feel like it. Plus, it can be repeated as often as you like to get long-lasting results for your face. So it really is for you, whether you are in or approaching your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s or beyond. And next Monday, it'll be £21, but it's only £18, so cheap. I mean, you can't even get a facial for half of that price, a third of that price. So for £18 for all of that content and lifetime access is amazing. So I definitely say this course is for you if you maybe spend your life looking after others and now you are thinking, I want to take some time for myself, even if it's only 10 minutes a day. This is definitely for you if you want to look healthy and glowing and really embrace the age you are. This is definitely for you if you want to really love the natural aging process, but you also want these natural empowering techniques to look toned and firmer. This is definitely for you if you're feeling like you look and feel a little bit tired or stressed and you really think, I want to have more serene skin and smoother skin. This is for you if you want about 10 minutes every day of techniques which are working your face but also nourishing you at a soul level and working minds and body as well. Everything I teach is very holistic. This is for you if you want to feel positive about hormonal changes which happen as we get over 40 and look after your skin throughout them. This is also for you if you want to tap into your unique self and really tailor your face yoga around that. So I give you tips about how to tailor your face yoga around your unique self. And I give you a little insight into something which I'm fascinated by, which is human design. Now, I've actually taken my training as a human design reader, so I bring that into it in one of the classes as well. And this is all about stepping into what I call queen energy. You have a 10-minute class within the course called Face Yoga for Queen Energy. And this is about feeling sexy and empowered and really embracing your unique self. So I'll just tell you what you get in the course. So this will be interesting whether you've already bought it or you're about to buy it. You have got a class called Face Yoga for Queen Energy. So this is about unlocking your inner regal goddess, taking charge of your own skin with facial exercise and massage. You have got a 10-minute video called Face Yoga for Hormonal Harmony. So this is facial exercise, massage and wellness. Great for before, during or after perimenopause and menopause. You have got a class called Face Yoga for Timeless Beauty. And this is all about just knowing age is just a number. And you can look and feel the best version of you with lovely, uplifting face yoga massages and exercises. There's a class called Face Yoga for Sculpted Lifted Face. This is effective and transformative facial exercises, and this is really about a deep muscle workout. You've got Face Yoga for a Smooth Complexion video. This is self-massage for lymphatic drainage, boosted blood flow, and this will be great for you if you want brighter, glowing skin. You've got Face Yoga for Sexy Skin. This is about luminous glow, and this is really about nurturing, sensual facial massage and acupressure. There is a video called Face Yoga for Ultimate Empowerment, just 10 minutes, and you're using those tools in your own fingertips to lift, energize, and strengthen your face. And then your 20-minute class, all the rest of 10 minutes, but this 20-minute one, number 8, is Face Yoga for your unique self. So I talk about human design energy types, how you can find out what your type is, and how to use both that and your intuition to really find how you can get better results from face yoga and tailor your face yoga according to who you are. Plus you get a full introduction video. It's about 15 minutes. It's packed full of lovely ideas and ways that you can use this course and ways you can get the best out of your face yoga. And you've got lifetime access for only £18. And we are working on the neck, the jaw, the mouth, the cheeks, the eyes and the forehead in this course. And it is lovely facial exercise, massage, acupressure, wellness hacks. So I'm going to look through your questions now, guys. I know you've been putting stuff up in the chat as well. Yes, Lorna, we will email the new course information. I believe you'll get an email in about 30 minutes time with the link for that as well. Sunny says, love that you chatted with us, and keep doing the chit chat. It's nice that you did not do the course straight out. It makes it personal and unique. That's very lovely. Thank you very much, Sunny. Jay says, thank you. Claire, you've got the course. Yay, congratulations. Amazing, amazing. Rosie, thank you. Lucia, thank you. Yes, we will make sure tomorrow we'll send the link for the moisturising serum to you as well. Nina, that's so kind of you to say. Tanya, hopefully you've managed to sort it with your postal code now. Marie will help you if you are struggling. Renata says, do I recommend facial cupping? Facial cupping is great. There's a really lovely lady on Instagram. She actually came on the Face Yoga Expert podcast, and she's called the Facial Cupping Expert, and she does some really nice facial cups and demos on there. Yes, Laura, with the classes, with the course, you can do more than one course at a time, not too much at all. So you could do 3 or 4 in a day. That would be absolutely fine. You could do a 30 minutes or you could do a 40 minutes. Yes, Dorothy, the course does have neck lifting. I make sure there's lots of neck lifting in there, particularly if this is called, as is course for us over 40s, we need to be really focusing on the neck area. Thank you, Marley. Yes, you can buy the course and the facial oil in US dollars. It should convert to that when you pay. Jules, I'm glad you've got the course. Amazing. Says, quick question, can you separate massage and exercise, like massage in the morning, exercise in the evening? You can do it how you like. You don't have to keep them separately. In the course, you've got a combination of exercise and massage in most of the videos. Some are just exercise, some are just massage, but it's a bit of a combination. But you can separate it however you like. Laura, you're looking forward to the replays. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's have a little look. The serum never gets discounted. No, the only time. So we are quite, I guess, quite strict on never being like a discount company. We make our products at the very, very best value we can. And really market value of what we sell the serum is much, much cheaper than similar serums with this high quality products, ingredients in it, because they're all high performing botanical seed oils in there, which are very expensive to produce. There's no like fillers in there, there's no water in there, nothing bulking it out. So it's the best value that we do it as. And no, there won't be a discount. So it's not like you'll buy it and then next week it'll be at a discount. The only thing I ever do is if I launch something new like this, I'll do an early bird price. But this, for example, won't go down in price suddenly. Like this course here now will be £18. It'll go up to £21 and then it'll stay at £21. It's not like it'll suddenly go back down to 18 in a few weeks time. We never do discounts. We just do early bird launches, or we let you know if something's going to go up in price. So like, for example, if the serum was going to go up in price, then we would let people know, right, it's going up in price now if you want to grab it. But we don't do discounts. Geraldine says, I appreciate your legal safety awareness. Oh, I'm glad. Yes, please do really work to your own level with everything with face yoga. It is so, so important. And if there's anything you are concerned about or worried that you should or shouldn't do because of a medical or a skin condition, then please always do check with a doctor. Victoria, yes. Okay, so the pinching and pushing your face, you're worried it might make it saggier. So if you're pulling at the skin, that isn't good. If you're going down to the muscle, if you imagine your 3 layers of skin and your muscle and you're working all together as a unit and you're improving that blood circulation, that's what you want to do. What you don't want to do is just pull up that top layer of skin. Anne says, how long to see a shift? Now, really, it depends from person. It really varies from person to person. You may find that you do this new course and you do 10 minutes a day over a week and you see a transformation in your face within that week. That is very, very possible. Some people find that maybe they'll do 2 or 3 of the videos every day and they need to do that for a month before they see a really big shift. But one thing you will notice almost immediately is better skin condition. So more glowing skin, healthier looking skin, better posture, and even just instantly working with the posture and brightening the skin helps us instantly look more glowing, more healthier, and I don't like saying this, but slightly more youthful. But we're not all about looking youthful, we're about looking the best version of ourselves. I'm pretty sure you can pay with Apple Pay. I'm not sure, maybe that's a question that Denise can help. Let's have a little look. Yes, you will get a recording to keep for life of this video as well. Manur says, what about the lines at the corner of the lips, the vertical ones? So here and here, I'm presuming you're meaning. Do some tapping. Get really used to just starting to boost the circulation in that area and helping that life force energy. As a guideline, how many weeks would the serum last when using it every day? That is a great question. I'm trying to remember how many drops are in it. And I want to say 340, but I might be wrong. I haven't used that. I used to talk about how many drops all the time, but I haven't talked about that for quite a while. It should last you. Anyone here that uses a serum, let me know how long your serum lasts. I probably use one every 6 weeks maybe, but I use quite a bit of it because I'm demoing with face yoga. That's probably how long it lasts me. But some Fusion by Danielle Collins and moisturizing serum fans, if you could let us know how long a bottle normally lasts you. I'm glad you enjoyed the wisdom and spiritual extra information. That's so kind. Geraldine's last 3 to 4 months. Yeah, great. Is the serum a combination of serum and moisturizer? So you just use this? That's exactly what it is, Emma. So what I do is I'll get up in the morning, I'll wash my face, I'll apply this to my skin. I'll normally use a facial tool for like 1 minute, then I'll apply some SPF, and then if I'm wearing makeup on that day, I'll put makeup on it. It provides a lovely base for my makeup. It gives like a nice glow to it, but it's not too greasy. It also doesn't block my pores because I am fine if I use something that is like a thick oil, then it causes breakouts, but it's also deeply hydrating because I'm really prone to dehydrated skin. So excuse me, I'm just gonna have a sip of water. But then I also used it in the evening. So once I've cleansed my face, taken any makeup I'm wearing off, I then apply this again. I do my face yoga in the evening using the moisturizing serum, and then I keep it on for the night, and I find it keeps my skin hydrated at night, but again, it doesn't block my pores. So yes, I use it instead of a moisturizer. Sometimes people use a couple of drops of it and then they use a cream moisturizer. You can do that, but I'd probably say that 80 to 90% of our customers use just this, and probably about 20% use slightly less, so just a couple of drops, and then use a cream moisturizer over. Louise says hers lasts 4 months. So yeah, I'm using mine, probably change mine every 6 weeks, my serum. But Geraldine's saying 3 to 4 months. Louise is saying 4 months. Let's have a look. Can I do the course of face yoga instructor with you if I don't have that experience? I'm interested. I think, are you asking, can you do it live? So the course is not live. Or are you talking about the face yoga teacher training? You may well be asking about that. If so, we do offer a one-to-one teacher training option. If I use, I'm not reading a question here. If I use individual serum, shall I use at the end of my regime instead of the moisturizer, or should I use both? So it's fine. So if you're using a different serum, apply that first, then apply this. And if you want to apply moisturizer, you can apply that as well. Or you can just use this, which is what I do. Etta says, I got the course and I can see it on Kajabi. Yay, Etta, that's amazing. You can literally start doing it this second. So cool. Sabina says, any other recommendation for dehydrated skin on the rest of the body? I'm in my late 50s. I have dry, crepey skin on my legs. Moisturize. I know it's as simple as that. Hydrate, so lots of water, and moisturize, so important. The other thing you can do, which I find really good if I get really dry legs, is use some Epsom salts in my bath. So I use Epsom salts, then I'll come out, I'll leave my skin just very slightly damp, and then I'll apply moisturizer or some sort of oil to my legs then as well. Denise here, as I've reached 74, I have quite large open pores. Does the serum help with that? Now, once our pores are open or slightly stretched or bigger, despite what so many people will tell you, you can't close the pores again. But what you can do is you can minimize the appearance of open pores. And the serum is really good for that because it helps to gently plump out the skin. It's very high in evening primrose oil and lots of other essential fatty acids. So it has that plumping effect on the skin. So it can minimize the appearance of pores, but what it can't do is it can't physically close any open pores. Nina says, what sort of facials do you like which support all that we can do on our own? I don't tend to personally have many facial treatments myself because I do so much at home, but certainly you can go for regular facials. I think you're asking about actual facial treatments. I tend to do sort of different treatments at home. So I'll do skincare treatments at home. I'll use a variety of different tools. I'll use some high-tech tools as well. I like the current body LED mask. That's really great. There's a few different things that I like doing. I'm just having a look. I can't see your name there, but whoever wrote, Fab, thank you, fantastic lesson tonight. I'm buying the course, have problems with it at the moment. We'll try again. I'm 74, can't wait to start. Thank you so much. Thank you, Catherine from Costa Rica. Thank you very much. Louise says, I have rosacea and the serum is amazing. Made such a difference. Love it. Louise, that's so lovely to hear. And I hear so many similar stories about people with rosacea or sensitive skin. The serum is so natural and it's all organic. And it's just one of a very small handful of brands that is accredited by the Soil Association. And the Soil Association are an independent skincare body who go and they investigate how every single ingredient is grown and made. So for example, they'll go to China and they'll check how the green tea is grown and then how it's extracted and how it's then used in this product. They'll check how the evening primrose is made and distilled. They'll check every ingredient. It's such a vigorous process. And luckily it's a process that I haven't had to do myself. We have an amazing skincare team who actually formulate this for us, which is fantastic. Sabina says, I just bought the course and treat to the serum. I'm very confident I'll follow all your wonderful guidance and recommendations. Sabina, thank you so much. And I would definitely say that is key. Following it, keeping it up for sure. If you can do it regularly, you will see results. Emma said, would you recommend using an EMS facial device in conjunction with face yoga? The Foreo, or Foreo, you can say it, or Foreo, Foreo, Bear, is a really good electrical muscle stimulation device. I don't use it that often. I'm a little bit lazy with it. I'm so regular with my face yoga, but I'm a little bit in and out with that. But I know some people get great results from that. And I've tried quite a few before, and I find the Foreo Bear the best one. Infrared, infrared ones, I like those. I think infrared can work really, really nicely for collagen boosting. Oh, it's Jilly. Hello, you're going to buy the serum. Fantastic. Laura said, I just bought the course and the serum. Happy summertime to me. Happy summertime, Laura. Oh, Greece, I think I'm saying your name right. Thank you so much. George says, thank you so much. Love this. Off the browser, new course content. Thank you for a great masterclass. You are very, very welcome. Thank you so much, everyone. Let me write down the name of that. Is that Foreo Bear? I'm so glad that you've enjoyed this. I'm going to check in the Q&A box. Oh, I can see there's a few questions in here, guys. Okay, sorry, guys. I've realised that I haven't answered some in the Q&A. I've been looking in the webinar chat. Let me stay on a few more minutes to answer some of these questions. Yes, we do ship the serum to Canada. Antonia says you're glad you've got a course now for someone in their 50s. Parisha says, I do yoga but can't see change in the neck area. So yes, you need to be regularly working on your platysma muscle. Let's have a look. I've answered that already. Someone says, I've had Botox and Sculpture recently and previously Profilo and Hyla 7, which made a little difference, but not a lot. Okay, I hope face yoga will do well for you. But I would wait about 2 to 3 weeks before you do your face yoga. There's someone also asking, I also use the current body LED mask. Says, am I wasting my time and money? I'd appreciate your feedback. I like it. I actually find it really lovely, really relaxing. It's always difficult to tell whether it really makes a difference or not, but I like that current body LED mask. Will I? Yes, you can order serum after the course. Yes, you will get a recording of it. June, have you got the link to the course? I don't know if Marie can go in the Q&A box or she can just go in the webinar chat. If she can go in the Q&A box, maybe Marie could put the link in there for you as well. Tanya, I hope you managed to sort with your postal code. If you need help with that, let us know. The new course does address puffiness under the eyes and upper cheeks. And there is 1 or 2 techniques in there as well to work with sagging eyelids. Okay. Okay, so Marie says she can only put the link here, but don't worry, we'll email you the link for the course as well, guys, if you didn't get it in the chat here. So hopefully I have answered all your questions. Joan said, thank you, it's been great. Adrian says, bought the course. Do you want to do the teacher training course as well? Yay, the teacher training course is amazing. You will love that. Someone else has just said they checked out the teacher training course and they would love that as well. Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. It has been such a pleasure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you all so much. And please let me know how you get on with the new course. Grab it between now and Monday while it's just £18. And I'd love to hear your feedback. And I hope you've enjoyed the masterclass today. I know it's been, excuse me, a very chit-chatty one rather than just straight to the point exercises, but your course will have all that in. But I've loved chatting with you, so hopefully you've loved chatting with me as well. And yes, people are asking when the next one is. Let's do another one as we get into the autumn. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. Sending you so much love, and don't forget just to bring that lovely bit of joy and enjoyment into your life as we were inspired so beautifully by the card and the book today. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.